Dear Europe, home to humans, good and bad, geniuses and dunces, altruists and egoists, creators and destroyers, as well as philanthropists and misanthropists. Home to uttermost humanists, contingent just like us, so is the very continent we live on. There were numerous possibilities and scenarios which would have put Europe in a completely different setting or even non-existence. Our continent was all too often threatened and attacked, exploited and destroyed, and then rebuilt and put in order, and again reduced to rubble. We as Europeans are extremely lucky to live on the freest and happiest continent on Earth. Now, as Russia's invasion of Ukraine started in February 2022, a lot of European politicians and leaders displayed the incursion as the end of an era. The peaceful and stable Europe after World War II was gone. And EU members state the affairs in a joint declaration of Versailles with the following sentence. 2 weeks ago, Russia brought war back to Europe. Russia's invasion of Ukraine was displayed as the return of war, as a novelty since the Second World War. But that's just not true. It's delusional and deranged. Just between 1990 and 2022, we have 300,000 people that died in wars on this continent. I repeat, 300,000. And we did not forget about these numbers. We were just never aware of them. We didn't realize that 90,000 people died in Bosnia and Herzegovina. We didn't realize that 20,000 people lost their lives in the War of Independence in Croatia. And we surely didn't realize the countless deaths in Chechnya, where estimates go up to 300,000 alone. Mostly civilians. Why are we so ignorant? Why didn't we realize these things, these wars? What about the war in the Donbass prior to 2022? What about the troubles in Northern Ireland? What about the Kurdish-Turkish conflict? We're just turning our heads away. And can't we even, after all, why can't we not acknowledge that our continent wasn't that peaceful after all? This ignorance, this denial and agnosia, these are strong European traits. But why is this? I believe that we Europeans are just too distracted, consumed by meaningless, ephemeral but time-consuming matter, that we forget what really matters. It's unacceptable that we, living in the wealthiest, freest and happiest countries on this planet, are doing so little, so insignificant. And I ask you, did so many people have to die for absolutely everything just that we can do nothing? Doing nothing, laziness, inactivity. These are, for example, seen in Christian culture as deadly sins. But whatever you believe or whatever your purpose is, it's always considered doing nothing is a bad choice. Or are we all nihilists? Isn't there a purpose at all? A majority of people would negate. They believe that there is something bigger, something worth striving for, something desirable, which can be very different depending on the person. Although this is desirable, so many people decide to stay in the warm and familiar comfort zone. Because our world is so overwhelming, so angst-inducing and complicated. And that's the main point of this video. What we see now in Western societies, and especially in Europe, is the biggest escape movement in human history. We live in escapism, not reality. We escape reality on a daily basis. And it's severe on an individual as well as collective basis. And it's an all-embracing crisis. Compared to what's happening now, expressionism and other streams are just a joke. And you may be wondering, who is to blame? Who is to blame for this situation we have? It's you. But me personally, I can only blame myself. I am my own nemesis. Doesn't mean that I don't love my biggest enemy. But you and I, Europe, we must understand that our problems, this situation is homemade. That the big boulder that blocks our drive is only there because we ourselves put it there. It's unacceptable, but it's reality. And you have to stop sabotaging yourself. You have to use your talents or they will be taken from you. And me personally, I wasted so much time, so much energy. I destroyed the foundation of my house and I expected, or what I saw was my walls crumbling. I expected myself to fly with no wings. We as Europeans are in this together. And there's absolutely no one to blame than just everyone. Everyone is guilty. Everyone has flaws. I need to escape escapism. I need to face reality. And so does Europe. The only premise I give you is doing something is always better than doing nothing. If you accept this premise, the conclusion is self-evident. I love you and I have faith in you.